it would start, we would have a conversation with them.
Okay, but some of the things that you're doing, you don't even need to have the conversation because you're having effectively an automated conversation where you are already crawling them.
A simple answer is that anything we do with companies like that, it's always better to have a conversation.
And was there no conversation before?
I'm not going to talk about specifics.
Do you think that Google's favoring itself too much with the suggestions just to Google+?
No.
From Amit is, we'd be willing to talk to them and everything else. So, and I think that's
roughly what I've been saying.
Right.
You're just trying to get me to say something different.
Well, this is the first time I've really seen a case where I thought, wow, Google is really pointing back into itself and not into what's necessarily the right thing that should be pointing.
I do hope when you speak with Facebook, you ask them analogous questions.
Sure.
About opening up their index and all that content that's behind their licenses that's not available to other people. And I hope you ask similar questions of them to promote interoperability. It sounds to me like your agenda is interoperability, which I agree with. So.
No, the core of my question is, you're a search engine, you've rolled out a new feature that recommends that people follow other celebrities and prominent people socially, but you're only recommending they follow them socially on your own social network, which would be the equivalent of you saying, hey, you can only find information on Google Finance. You cannot find information on finance anywhere else. That's so really.
And let me remind you that to do the everywhere else with Google Finance, when we did what as the one box,
right,
we had permission.
Right, and I think you've got all the permission you need to do these sorts.
Well, that's your opinion. You might want, if you could arrange a letter from Facebook and Twitter to us, that would be helpful.
Well, they already have given you the letters with the robots text files on their sites, and they say, come on in and call us.
That's your interpretation of their policies.
It's my interpretation of what your graph tells me when I have a social search thing.
But now we're having a principle debate. the core question is, would we be willing to? And the answer is we'll be happy to talk to them about it.